music. It's an addict addicted to music. Addicted to music. Addicted to music.
You are tuned in to WLGR Louder Than You Think, LaGuardia Community College Radio. This is Rap Addict Radio with Phantom Enigma. And today I'm here with my guest, King Peru, for the second time.
Yo, what's up? How you doing? It's King Peru.
We got DC the Savage from Staten Island.
Yeah.
And shortly we'll have two other people here. What's their names?
Mandy T, and Mandy T's producer. From her couple, I think like two of her tracks that she did.
Does she have a producer name or?
No, I think her name is Nikki, but don't quote me on that. So
Nikki, the producer.
That's all I know.
The mystery beat maker.
That's what it sounds like.
From Connecticut / New Jersey / Connecticut
/ upstate
/ upstate.
She's just an all over girl.
/ Canada / Texas.
Yeah. / Long Island / Staten Island.
Yeah.
All right. Well, while we're waiting for him to get here, we're gonna jump into our first track, which is by Mandy. So why don't you tell us about the song? It's called Phone Home.
Phone Home. All right. Mandy's on the Warfare Entertainment. So she's part of the family. Her song Phone Home. She wrote it down, laid it down quick, and I mean it's a good track. You know.
Who produced it?
I think it was the producer.
The mystery.
The mystery producer.
The mystery producer. Now the beat was fire.
Superwoman.
You feel it. You heard the
As
beat.
a producer, I was listening to it, and I said, definitely, this is fire.
I'm very intrigued because
I
have only come across so many female producers, and I haven't heard the song yet, by the way. So this will be my first time hearing it. So, but this is Phone Home by Mandy T.
Yo, what I'm saying is every human being is way more than they seem, creating dreams from what seems to be places they will never see. Let's face it, or we'll never be ahead of our heredity. Our history's incredibly never-ending pedigrees. A long line of genetics lead Mandy T to disagree with what the preachers feed me. The realists all believe in me. Religion is misleading teams to battles over their beliefs. So let me put this tongue in cheek. I don't believe in God, man. I think we're all just aliens. Put her in this gorgeous land, destroying everything we can. With our clammy Nordicans, we never use our penile glands. If we did, imagine, man, universes start to blend. We're not really beasts, levitating like Egyptian high priests. The elite can achieve the obscene between awakenings, dreams. It's not as fake as it seems. Lucidity and some weed, but don't just take it from me. And phone home, yeah, I'm getting in my zone, and I'm a phone home, yeah, I'm getting in my zone, and I'm a phone home, yeah, I'm getting in my zone. I could use what's in my dome, leave your mind forever blown, and I'm a phone home, yeah, I'm getting in my zone, and I'm a phone home, yeah, I'm getting in my zone, and I'm a phone home. I could use what's in my dome, let it wander, let it roam, leave your mind forever blown. Verse 2, tell me how did I do? Lost and clueless, fix your mindset, view my rhymes, get lost in the timeless, mindless nonsense. Aliens are obnoxious thoughts, but I got the conscious to unleash monstrous monsters like I'm lawless. Imagine this world without us, it'd be flawless. So what on earth causes? God, our Martian bosses, Jesus, Mary crosses, connecting all the dots when I've been dealt a shitty hand. It's all in your perspective, man. Ancient wise respected and at best introspective. All these energies connected through this universal message. We're all capable of sending, but we lack the right capacity and the mental faculties to get them to come back. But we really need them to, cause I don't know about you, but if you look around the room, all the faces say it's true. I can feel impending doom, the apocalypse is soon. Phone home, yeah, I'm getting in my zone, and I'm a phone home, yeah, I'm getting in my zone, and I'm a phone home, yeah, I'm getting in my zone. I could use what's in my dome, leave your mind forever blown, and I'm a phone home, yeah, I'm getting in my zone, and I'm a phone home, yeah, I'm getting in my zone, and I'm a phone home. I could use what's in my dome, let it wander, let it roam, leave your mind forever blown.
She ain't playing. All right, so we're back. That was Phone Home by Mandy T. Very hardcore and rugged track for a female from Connecticut.
Hell, damn. How I stumbled onto her? It's SoundCloud. I stumbled onto her.
Oh, so you found her on SoundCloud?
Yeah, actually, we both connected to each other. Like at the same time, I hit her up on SoundCloud.
Who found who first?
I found her first, but then she came and hit me up back.
So how did you find her? How did you
No, I just stumbled up. You know, when you go on SoundCloud and you like, you know, you get all these new artists coming up or whatever.
You just literally
and I'm
came
like,
across it. And
I'm like, her first track that I heard that blew me away, and we performed it over here in Blackthorn. It was Phone Home.
Okay.
That was the second track I fell in love with, and the first one was WGW. You know, it's called I don't know if I can say it. Can I say it? It's not no curses.
No cursing. So.
It's called White Girl Go Wasted. Get wasted.
No, that's fine.
Yeah, that's good.
But that track, I played that for
White Girl Wasted.
White Girl gets wasted. Sorry, White Girl gets wasted.
That's not WGW.
WGW.
White Girl wasted.
White Girl Wasted.
Thank you.
Yo, you see, I got it.
So
Every once in a while, I got to step in.
That smooth voice you're hearing is, of course, DC the Savage. So he's our first guest today. Mr. King Peru is a reoccurring guest that we're having as we bring on people from his Warfare Entertainment.
Yes.
So DC the Savage, you make beats. You're a producer from Staten Island. So why don't you tell us how you got into music to begin with?
Jeez. Well, I was a battle rapper back in Port Richmond High School. When I first started out, I used to just write rhymes down, come in the next day, lace into somebody who wanted it. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of how I started out. But I couldn't really find good beat selection as a battle rapper. And I guess, we're going back, 2003, 2002. So I feel like we were witnessing a change in hip-hop at that point because I was having trouble finding beats that would fit my style. Naturally, I went into production. I started on FL Studio 4. I used Acid Pro 7. That's what I started out with, and eventually, you grow up, and you get yourself in a Kai MPC, and...
So you were seeking a certain sound, and you weren't finding it, so you decided to make it yourself.
Yes.
Okay.
That's pretty much how I started out, but over time I just upgraded equipment. I stood with a certain sound. Every once in a while I might experiment with something, maybe I'll try to make a trap beat or something, and it'll sound, not half bad, but I never felt it was me. I felt that was more of a boom bap, like a hard New York type sound.
East Coast.
Yeah.
But, who were some of your favorites? What inspired you to get into battle rap? What artists were you listening to at that time that made you say, you know what, I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna spit some bars and I'm gonna battle some of my MCs, and especially in Staten Island. Were you doing a lot of it on Staten Island, or are you coming over here to the city? Or
I was doing a lot of it on just Staten Island.
Okay.
Trying to think. But you wanted to know
your influences. What
got me into it?
What got you into battle rap? What artist made you want to battle rap? What artist made you want to produce? What producers made you want to produce? Who
made me want to get into battle rap?
Was there a music video that came on and you saw it? And
probably
like,
Cannabis. It's probably Cannabis.
Yeah, he's a definite.
It have to be. Yeah, probably Cannabis.
He's influenced a lot of people, especially when it comes to battle rap or hip hop all around. I mean, even AMP, who we had on last time, he quotes. A lot. He brings up Cannabis.
Cannabis opened a lot for everyone. You know what I mean? But for me, it was just more like Nori, Big Pun, big influence to me. Mobb Deep. The list goes on and on. We're going back old style.
Who have you produced for?
Well, I mean, the first big break I had was I did a remix contest for Vinny Paz. I remixed. It was one of those where he put the acapella out, and you as a producer had to come up with a unique or significant style, to basically change, what was originally put out there, And at the time, I don't know where I was at the time. I mean, I don't even remember the year of the remix contest, but I probably was a freshman in college, or either I was working 2 jobs going into college. So,
do you remember what Jedi Mind Tricks album it was off of?
It was off of. No, it wasn't off of Jedi Mind Tricks album. It was off of one of Vinny Paz's solo albums that I just can't remember at the time. It was Drag You to Hell. It was the Drag You to Hell remix.
That was the name of the song?
That was the name of the song. You can actually still.
So you won a contest.
I started out. I won a contest. And beforehand, I was working with Clockwork. Rest in peace. He was working with Outer Space's Blood Brothers album, and to me that's a hip hop classic. He was on there, and he took me on because I was kind of like, I was like the young producer looking up to the guy that was in the industry, and it was like, I do music too, and he gave me an opportunity because I just came off humbly.
Okay.
And that's kind of what got me into production, like as a staple, I guess you could say. But throughout the years, there was a track I did with Capadonna.
Oh, nice.
There was a track on, I believe it was off of Slang Prostitution. What was the name of the song? Speed Knots.
Okay.
And I've been working with AMP for years, many years. You know.
Yeah, we played a few of his songs last time he came on, and you did produce those. You weren't here last time, but we played tracks that you did the beats for.
Yes.
Had I known you did these other tracks that we're finding them now in the interview, on the next episode maybe you send them to me and we'll get them, cleaned up and.
Absolutely, yeah, definitely.
I'm definitely curious. I would like to hear the Vinny Paz one. We're gonna get into another song here by Troy Ave, "Too Legit to Quit," and then when we get back, you can continue telling us about what got you to this. Yeah, MC Hammer.
MC Hammer, Too Legit.
Sounds like a plan, my man.
So this is Troy Ave, "Too Legit to Quit."
808 Mafia.
God is great, paper straight, 808. Ain't no rules when you ruthless. Sucker fire, I got hit. Dang, I beat him up and took his piss. Right out his hand, I was blown and make him rip. R.I.P., he was scared and he was swift. Tables turned, now watch him flip. I'm just too legit to quit. Word, won't stop. She ain't tried to kill me in my whip. In my pretty red job. God said you ain't killing shit, killing nothing. Ankle bracelet on me, so I ain't have my grip. They be tracking, so I bluff. I would've gunned that so down, smoke all in his face. So you know how I get down. Turn you to a cold case. I do murder without a sound. I don't argue, no yelling. I do murders and don't get found. If they dead, then who tellin'? I'm only loyal to my fam. It's the truth. Middle finger from the stains. Either me or it's you. I will send her out to hell. Lead showers, they go laugh when they send her out to jail. I use my power like ghosts. Ain't no rules when you ruthless. None, since these niggas too fake, leave them toothless. Gums, punch your mouth and not a clock. Dominoes was a joke. Only work I got is block. Was selling pie before coke. Water quick until it rocks. That's how I made a living after I got knocked. Coney ass right out. Came home and started spending. Bought 3 cribs, now I'm styling. I got a lawsuit pending. I'm innocent and piling. $20 million later. Aha! And I still don't give a f about a hater. I can't give him no age. I'm just too legit to quit. That's a fact. We can't forget how niggas get switch. Can't come back. I cut them off that damn bitch. Where they at? Out here trying to get on, but riding. I cut them off that damn bitch. Where they at? Out here trying to get on, but riding. That ain't no form of transportation. Every day, Lord of mercy, our Father. So no freaking love on the against we shall prosper. All my diamonds sick, feeling cold. I need a doctor. No freaking love on the against we shall prosper. I pray every day, Lord of mercy, our Father. So no freaking love formed against we shall prosper. All my diamonds sick, feeling cold. I need a doctor. No freaking love formed against we shall prosper. Straight like that. You ain't got time for playing around out here, getting to it. If you wanna play for me, and spray for me. Ain't just you say to me. And that's for life.
Alright, we're back. That was Too Legit to Quit by Troy Ave, not MC Hammer. And I'm still here with King Peru and DC the Savage. He's getting into his history, telling us about what brought him to being a beat maker and at first a battle rapper and now a producer. So you were telling us for the artists that you've produced for, and that included a remix contest you won producing for Vinny Paz of Jedi Mind Tricks. Who were the other ones? I
have one song with Capadonna. And like I said, most of my history is with AMP.
And Clockwork.
And Clockwork, right? Those are, okay. and also my boy Fable. Shout out to my boy Fable. He goes by C4 now. He's actually another producer. I gotta shout him. C4, yeah.
I like that name.
Yeah.
Where's he from?
Seattle.
C4 from Seattle.
C4 from Seattle, man. Shout out to you, brother.
All right. Yeah. So, all right. You said basically earlier that you were battle rapping you were seeking a sound that you weren't hearing beat-wise, so you decided to start making beats yourself. You named some of the equipment that you used in programs.
Yeah.
What has changed from then till now, 2019? Like, what's your studio looking like today that's different from then, or is it all still the same?
It's half digital, half analog, I guess you could say. Like, you know that there was always been that battle, like the digital versus analog, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And there actually is a difference, you know.
Of course.
You know, I like having pads. I like having the 16 pads in front of me in case I feel like I want to touch something.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, I can literally make a beat with just a mouse and a keyboard and stuff, you know. But out of preference, probably the MPC. I probably would go with that.
Okay.
You know, it's more simplified. More ideas, yeah. Like,
is it the physical aspect of it? Because
absolutely. You know, you come home having a frustrated day. You know, you pound away on the the first 4 pads, like boom, boom. You know, however you want to do it.
Yeah, that's like my buddy Sleepy. He produces, and his MPCs, the pads, you'd always be a couple of missing pads, and I'd be like, "Whoa, you having a bad day that day, man? You angry? Something, the girlfriend got on your nerves?
Yeah.
Pounding them pads out."
Yeah.
It would look like, you know, like the old touch-tone phones you'd have at the house for missing numbers.
Oh, yeah,
like that
yeah.
You know what I mean? But, all right. So you're doing the best of both worlds, basically. You got analog, you got digital.
Yeah. I'm using Studio One is pretty much like my main program. Studio One version 4. I'm using that program as my I guess you could call my recording, my final post-production, I guess you could call it, right? And I'll use an MPD 32 tied into it. I used to have an Akai MPK 25, but Peru has that now.
Oh, definitely.
I gave him the.
That's the one you saw at my house.
The long keyboard.
The keyboard, right? The keyboard yes. with the pads in the top. You know?
Bigger one, right? Not
yeah, it was much bigger. And I also have I got a 2500, an actual MPC 2500 at home that I'm starting to modify and upgrade and stuff, and eventually I'm gonna start releasing stuff from that machine only to show people the difference between digital and analog. You know, like like kind of like make an album where I make all the beats on an MPC 2500.
Okay.
And then I'll make an entire album where I make all the beats on Studio One.
Oh, nice.
And then you kind of get an idea of where you sit in hip hop. Like, do you sound better on an MPC or do you sound better on Studio One? You know. Could go for anybody. Do you sound better on a machine? Do you sound better on Fruity Loops?
So it'd be kind of like a compilation album where you have people you're working with on both of them?
Pretty much. Okay. I mean, that's the goal.
Okay.
That's the goal. That's what we would like to have, yeah.
So tell me, what are your guys' plans? You know, now you're doing beats now with Warfare Entertainment, so you're producing for all the artists under Peru's Warfare Entertainment?
That's correct, yes.
Okay. So what is in the works right now? I know AMP, you guys are working on something now?
Yeah, AMP's first album is actually not going to be produced by me. It's going to be produced by C4.
Okay.
Fable, who we mentioned. Shout outs to C4.
C4.
I'm going to make a good attempt at engineering it the best I can, and if it sounds really good, we're going to release AMP as the first album out under Warfare.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
In time, me and AP will plan on working on our next solo album, because we do have a solo album out already.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I believe it's Volume 3, Life and Times of a Porter.
Okay.
You know, I believe, Volume 3, yeah.
So you did all the beats on that?
I did all the beats on that.
So, Volume 3, Life and Times of a Porter.
Yeah.
Produced entirely by DC the Savage.
That's correct.
AMP. All right, and this next album that you guys are working on together is also going to be entirely produced by you?
That's correct. That's the plan.
All right, well, I think we're going to jump into the next song. It's by The Game, and it's called Don't Trip. Featuring Ice Cube and will.i.am.
Yo, will.i.am. It's your boy Dre. Yo, I don't think people know that you know how to take it to the streets.
Check it out now. Check it out now. Check it out. It's like that, yeah. It's like that now. It's like that. It's like that now. That black 4.5, I gotta put it on. That chrome Glock 9, I gotta put it on. That 38 special, I gotta put it on. Never leave the house without the Teflon. Hop off the porch like, ooh. Oh, 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 that new bounce, new bounce, new bounce. Don't trip on me, 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 don't trip. Don't trip, homie. Yeah, I'm the opposite of Crip, homie. You ain't even gotta ask, know me. I make it rain like Tony. Aventador to the corner store. I whip this hard. Compton God, watch him jump over cop cars. Yeah, I grew up doing WA, and my granny's whipping yay, yay.
Come on. Don't trip, homie. I grew up around Crips, homie. Where you find this phony? Acting hard, he's a tender brony. The boulevard to the prison yard. I push this card. West side rolling, wherever you are. And I've been coming up. And ain't none of y'all running up. Cause I'm quick draw when I'm gunning up. Boy, you know the sun ain't coming up. Lay that down. Trying to milk this cash cow. Face down, look at you now.
Oh, 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 that new bounce, new bounce, new bounce. Don't trip on me, 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 don't trip. You know the deal, greet it on your knees. You heard the talk around town, I don't need Compton, deep water, got him seasick. Murder, ain't nobody see. Bomb weed, palm tree, gold D. Who that said I wasn't gon' be? Cocktail through the window with the endo. That's what this is. We don't stress the innuendo. We do what we wanna when we want to. And we never hesitated to confront you. And we seen it as kids. It was normal to us, I might tell you, but it might go around and haunt you. I want you to come and see it. About no tours, I want you to come and beat it. Ren, Cube, Yellow Tray, and Easy Eat it. See how long it take your punk to lead us. Compton. Don't trip on me, don't trip on me, don't trip on me, don't trip on me, don't trip. Don't trip, blood. I make it rain in Compton like it's a strip club. I grew up in Santana Block, that's where the Crips was. My mama house was in the middle of the street. I wasn't supposed to get to school. I hopped every backyard on my block till I got to Elm Street. Took the rag on my sock, and I could have been a Crip, but I ain't like blue that much. All Crip school, I ain't really go to school that much. I was selling crack on Elm, bagging up sacks on Elm, with a ratchet in my bull's jacket, giving you the facts on Elm. King Frog and Big Face, they had my back on Elm. We was fighting over territory with the T-flats on Elm. I had the scrap on Elm, that's how I got my stripes. Air Max 95s, not a scratch on my Nikes. 2016. Don't you pull it? Cause I made it out of Compton with a stab wound and 5 bullets. Don't trip on me, 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 trip, don't trip. Cause I'm boo like that, I'm boo like that, I'm boo like that, yeah I'm boo like that. They said, gang, why you always act a fool like that? Cause I went to Compton High, Crip school like that. I was blood and I ain't really like blue like that. They was crippin', they ain't give a cool like that. Them jump me, why they have to do a rule like that? Go in and got the homies and we flew right back. They see like that, we be like that. We trip like that, cause LA sick like that. We blood like that, we Crip like that. The blunt lit like that, we out. When you ready, let me know. When you want it, let me know. I got it. When you see me, congratulate and don't hey. Niggas will always be niggas. Yup, true. That's why I don't trip on these niggas. What you thinking? Just wild like gorillas and stuck in that zoo. Yup. What happens when niggas unite and start making it move? Don't trip.
Alright, that was Don't Trip by The Game. We're back with DC the Savage and King Peru.
Yo, what's up?
Yeah.
Yo.
So, DC the Savage, during the break, you were telling me that at a certain point, you took a break from hip-hop. What led to that? What made you take a hiatus?
I came from a good atmosphere of people who wanted me to go to college, I guess you could say, and I realized some of the jobs that I was getting out of high school, wasn't cutting it, so I said, all right, I gotta go to college and stuff, and went and did my thing, came out with a degree and it takes a while to get your degree. These days, some people can do it in 4 years. God bless them. Me, it took me a little more than 4, but I got it. And it was the first thing I wanted to do when I wanted to get out. I was like, all right, I think I want to be a producer again,
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like it took a couple of years at college to figure it out what I really wanted to do. And, here I am.
Okay. So you took a break for a little education?
Pretty much.
What made you come back to it? What was the day that you were doing all that and then you said, you know what, I think it's time to return?
Man, I'd be lying to you if I told you I knew.
Mm-hmm.
But it might have been, you know what? I won't lie, it was an artist. It was a specific artist I just happened to have on Spotify. I was going to the gym and said it was Rock Marciano.
Okay.
All right. Shout outs to Rock Marciano.
AMP's favorite rapper.
Yeah. He's over.
Yo.
He's over in LA. He's over in LA right now with Action Bronson. He's doing his thing, but it's just like he's a true independent artist. Like this guy, he went hard for years, and to see him do it, and to see him, go all over the place. It kind of.
I didn't realize he made beats himself till recently. He makes some pretty good beats.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Beautiful
work. And to me, that influenced me as a producer to like, look, if he can do it, I can do it.
Mm-hmm.
So and he didn't even have to do anything. It was just his catalog itself. It was just like, wow, like, he goes hard.
Oh yeah.
So definitely, I think it might have been Rock Marcy who got me into, because I was just listening. I was just just vibing, listening to something on Spotify, and I was just like, yo, who is this?
How long ago was it? It couldn't have been that long ago.
It was August, sometime late August.
So last summer.
It was last summer.
Oh, okay. So you just came back.
Yeah.
All right. Awesome.
Yeah, man.
Well, good to have you back, man.
Thank you, and I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
How many beats have you made since last summer? Would you say roundabout?
Wow, man. I think
I got 2 instrumental albums currently out on Bandcamp.
And those were made since the summer?
Those were made Unfinished Work Volume 1 I made between the end of summer to maybe October, November. And then I worked on my second instrumental album, was called the PA Stash, which is a compilation of records I found in Pennsylvania.
Okay.
And I put that out between sometime I worked on it sometime between, I want to say, like October, December. I could have the months off, but
so you go digging, you go looking for records and
everything.
Sample material.
Everything from everywhere.
So you're gonna have a good time over at King Peru's lab there, because he has got
Boxes.
arsenal, dude.
Oh, yeah.
We were over there watching.
Crates.
What was that? Sonny Chiba karate flick, the Bodyguard.
You know Sonny Chiba? Remember that? I don't know if you go way back from watching karate fights back in the day. I got videos of Sonny Chiba. Got Cheech and Chong. I got like what else?
And he got some rare.
Any type of the Wu-Tang samples,
Actually,
I like
it a
we're
little better
talking.
because the Wu-Tang stuff is that's what's mostly from overseas movies. This movie in particular, and the few that he had, were actually kind of filmed in New York City. So it takes place like around the 70s or whatever in New York City.
Right.
And a few of the samples, we only watched about 20, 30 minutes of that one movie, but we heard a couple that were like gold, He's also got a load of 8-tracks, cassettes,
I saw that.
records, all types of video games from old systems, which, also people don't realize you can get really good samples from.
Absolutely.
The lesser known games, they got some tunes on them for sure.
Atari samples.
That's what I got.
Yeah.
I got the old school Atari,
yeah.
bro. I got the old school Atari. I got the 2600 Atari. Got the Sega. Shinobi. Afterburner.
Yeah.
But you seen Jimmy and what I got, and that's not even. I still got more in my other stash.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Trust me.
So you'll have some fun over there, but you go out and you venture out to find things to sample. So where do you go when you're on the hunt? What do you look for? What exactly? Are you only looking for records? And if so, what kind of records?
It depends. A lot depends on my mood. I always try to make sure I try to make sure I sample something that hasn't been like oversampled, I guess you could say, like,
Right.
I think for me that rule still applies. Like, you can only flip a sample so many times before it's just like, man, like I heard this the other day. But at the same time, like, that was the essence of digging. You know what I'm saying?
Unless the only exception is when it's flipped better than.
Of
the
course,
first time
where
you
it's
heard
flipped, if it's flipped differently, you know what I'm saying? But
well, they're all, for the most part, they're all flipped differently. But sometimes it's like doesn't live up to the you know. But
if you're looping the same 4 bars like the last guy did and the last guy did, like, I guess that's.
I've heard the same loops with different drum patterns where I like the second version more.
Of course.
It's a little more rare, but I have.
It's always preference at the end of the day, you know. Like I said, I always try to go for something that hasn't been too recycled.
Okay.
You know, sometimes I might reuse the drums. I might reuse something within the sample. I might hear like a keynote or something. I'm like, I'm chopping that out, you know, and put it on a pad itself, you know, and turning something that's old into gold, I guess you could say.
Okay.
And that's pretty much what I've been going for as far as sampling.
Gotcha. All right. Well, just wanted to let everybody know you're tuned into Rap Addict Radio with Phantom Enigma. You're listening to WLGR, Louder Than You Think, LaGuardia Community College Radio. And I think on that note, we're going to get into the next track, which is The Lyrical Peas by Sean Price, featuring Prodigy and Styles
Rest in
P. the
peace,
Ghost.
Sean P.
Yeah.
La música de Harry Fraud.
I can tell by your beard you don't love Allah. You got the Brian Gumble face. It go waste removal. We dispose brothers, embarrassing the family. Keisha Cole mother. Man down, stand down, blam browns. Thinking that me and my camp clowns. Listen, Ringling brothers and bonding them belly. I'm strangling brothers, I'm harming them daily. I shoot a fair one with the midget. Duke, I shoot an air gun at a pigeon. Shut the your ass is bantamweights. With the white, with the Tony Montana face. Andre Iguodala, I smack it out of you, make your padre give me dollars. I'm not just a rapper, I'm a painter by trade. Abstract art, just throw a grenade to your braids. Word to me, your mind, every word from P. Devon. I smack shit out of he's dressing like he is Sean.
Yeah. The rap rate, the beat crazy on the daily. Surf bullets across your temple, get grazed it. Blood pouring out that vein, that's not wavy. All I do in this world is get the money mainly. All I want in this world, my pretty little G's, 4 pound in her Chanel clutch. Yeah, that's sweet for the life. I'll put your brain next to your feet. Break all your toy soldiers and make it complete. To take a couple double shots with the team and party like it's 2020 on the beach. Life is what you make it, so I made it iconic. I fuck her so good, yeah, my is bionic. I'm dope like chronic, I'm nasty like vomit. I spit up a verse on your level, I'm beyond it. Black Mafia, infamous on that mob. Baby, you are now rocking with the best. We good regardless.
A mí me encanta la letra P. Tiene un flow tan heavy y me encanta el estilo. No puedo dejar de pensar en la letra P. Es lo mejor que hay.
That's for the ghost. D-Block. Yeah. I hear you talking, but it don't mean pop on you like SEAL Team 6. Pop on. Cheers to the killers in limousines. Dopes from Thailand for the shift through the Philippines. Soak the kerosene and thrown in the guillotine. Burnt with your head cut off, you don't dream. Your gelatin, my skeleton is like Wolverines. Your family come for revenge, blow them to smithereens. I'm like Morpheus on opiates. Matrix, facelift with the can opener. Gatlin on the stand whenever the van open up. Door slide, the pitter hit your face like it's rawhide. Bullets hit your teeth like it's fluoride. I'ma bring you through hell, be the tour guide. So what you want, the Hawk or the 4-5? Don't you ask me about no rappers, they could all die.
That was The Lyrical Peas by Sean Price featuring Prodigy and Styles P. We are back with DC the Savage and King Peru.
Yo, yo, yo.
So, where are we going with this now, Mr. DC the Savage? We've gone over your influences that got you into producing.
Yeah.
Your current status of who you're producing for, who you produced for in the past, of course. I mean, obviously, you guys got a busy year coming up. I recently was over at the lab where you guys are going to be doing everything at, and it's looking pretty good. You guys got a lot of toys set up.
Yeah, we
got it. Yo, go ahead.
I've been talking this whole time. You go.
I'm saying like we got an arsenal. So, and like it's like the title says, warfare, entertainment. Yo, like I said, we're ready to battle. We got all the generals, got everyone, we're all family. You know, I got C4, I got DC. I got my man A&P, you know. I got Osiris,
Versos. Come on. I was waiting. I had Versos. Don't worry.
Verso, because I always hack his name, so that's why.
Hey,
and then I got Phantom Enigma. Hey. Trust me, we got, and then you got another producer. I got Days Eastwood. We got freaking Sleepy. Who else we got? Then we got Mandy T, and then she got her squad that she's bringing into Warfare. 4 producers, beat producers from Connecticut and New York, upstate New York. Then you got Tommy Bishop from North Carolina, Crack-a-lackin', you know what I mean, down there. And we just did a video shoot not too long ago. You were part of it too, Jimmy. With Planetary and stuff.
The Philly, yeah.
Yeah, but when DC we. Once we finish with A&P, we push this album out first. You know what I mean? He's going to open the doors for everyone. It's like, just like Wu-Tang, you know what I mean? You get one member, they open the door, like, you know what I mean? Like Method Man came out with his first track came out, boom, then he opened the doors. But they were out for a while. Actually, the Jizza was the first one, to open the doors.
I just want to say one thing. After seeing the Warfare Entertainment logo and everything, and I see where it all comes from. While over at the studio, looking over at all the new recording gear, I've been finding King Peru's magical voodoo spells and all of his voodoo dolls and man, dude, I must have found 225 coconuts that day while we were going throughout the house. Yes, coconuts. Coconuts, glasses of water, Blair Witch Project looking like bones with ribbons around them. And every time I ask Peru about it, he goes, "Oh no, that's just yeah, okay."
No, you know what it is? Because
he's casting spells.
He's
casting hexes.
We're from the old school family, so we're like more like we're spiritual and more positive. Try to keep positivity in the house. Don't bring negativity. Try to keep the negativity and the hate outside. So that's why you see a lot of we got holy water, in the corners of the house, because it keeps like if you're like it's hard to explain, but it's like I think I explained it right.
Well, why did you have the picture, the black and white photo of MC Hammer surrounded by a circle of salt?
Oh, you know why? Because I was trying to get his knowledge. I wanted to get all his money, but now he's broke. But he's coming back up. Yo, I'm just joking, MC. Hammer. I don't want you coming after me. You know what I'm saying?
Don't mess with Hammer, man.
But I'm in New York. I'm in New York. You know what I mean? I give you my address.
Shout out to MC Hammer. We love you, bro.
He'll be waiting for you on Queens Boulevard in the parachute pants. He's gonna drop kick you off.
Oh damn! I'll be like,
Peru's gonna crack him with a coconut and
take this
spell on him.
I'll be like, take this, okay?
I want to know if the coconuts are still good. Are they still?
Yeah, they're still good. You know what I mean? Like, you know how you would know if you had a negativity or you had a bad spirit or you had a bad vibe in your house with the coconut if it's cracked.
Really?
If it's black. If it turns black and it's cracked,
none of them were black and cracked.
Because that means everyone that came to my house right now and in the past always had that good vibe and that good spiritual and that good humble.
So if we bring someone over, like if we bring Sleepy over, for example, and the
I don't know, man.
turns
Hopefully
black and cracks open, then
that's a negative vibe. We keep that out of the warfare.
That's it.
Right now.
Then we throw him in a baby pool of milk and honey.
Hell yeah, we throw him in the bathtub with holy water, yo.
Exorcism.
Do like the freaking Exorcist.
Linda Blair. You might need him because he makes some pretty sick beats. That boy's got a devil.
He's fire. Him and Eastwood. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's.
And it's an honor, like work with them too, and working with DC and C4. Shout out again, C4 Seattle, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, very blessed to be working with a lot of talented people.
Trust me, and working with you too. Like the way me met, you know, I mean, fortunately, like, you know,
everything happens for
a
reason,
reason, you know.
Yeah,
what I mean,
we were in a super group to begin with, and that's how we met.
Yeah, we
and you know, Peru's a great guy, and that's why he's on again. He'll be on again until we get all the artists of Warfare on. I think all we have left now, if Manny T doesn't make it today, would be her and Versos.
And then
shout outs to Versos.
Shout out to Versos.
We gotta get him on here.
We have Versos on the milk cartons. Have you seen this rapper? Because I haven't seen this guy in a few months. He's been extremely busy.
If you see, if you see him, I'll give you my number to call
There's
me.
A reward. There's a reward for Versos.
You get a coconut. A coconut and holy water and a voodoo doll.
You'll get a complimentary coconut and a picture, and a black and white photo of MC Hammer.
There's more.
There's more. And you get a beat from DC, and you'll have DC in person delivery.
And you get half of a wishbone.
I like that. I can co-sign for that one. I like that.
You should get the short end of a wishbone.
There you go.
All right, we're gonna get into our next track. It's by Prodigy, and this one's called Tyranny.
Prodigy.
No, this is not a Hollywood blockbuster. The planes crashing into these towers are real. And these buildings crashed to the ground, including one that wasn't hit by anything at all. The American population was terrorized, hypnotized, and traumatized by repetitive showings of the devastation, with the media repeating over and over that it was a terrorist attack.
Yeah. My confidence is up. I believe with all my soul. I could do anything that I put my heart into. I spend all of my time focused in the lab, coming up with these songs, mastering my craft. Cause I'ma need that boat and one of them aircrafts. God gave me a life, and I'ma live this shit. So what's up? Don't get your head bust up. You in my way, young brother. Get out my way, young brother, or I'ma run you down. You should've accepted my offer. Brush me off like it's nothing. I understand, no, it's okay. Run along now, you interrupting. The illest rap still active, more dope than all of my past. I was just a boy, I was only 19, but my mind be on some more next shit. Race don't matter, your faith don't matter. The enemy is government tyranny. All of the don't matter. My confidence like armor. I know with all my being that I could do anything. I just work hard and I achieve it. Now watch me create money for the next 300 years, so my great grandkids will eat food off of these words I'm saying here. Yeah, I wrote this with you in mind. I'm so far ahead of my time. My body will never catch up to where my brain is at. Sometime I gotta slow down and pace myself. I'm going too much over your head. My school of thought like the Essenes, and some secrets are best kept sacred. It's one big religious war with these old books. Who's wrong or right? Who cares? Wake up, they diverting our attention to what's really going on right here, right now. Toxic food, it's causing cancer. You don't have to smoke. Toxic politicians, the system is rigged, but go ahead and vote. Race don't matter, your faith don't matter. The enemy is government tyranny. All of the other don't matter. You rich don't matter, you broke don't matter. The enemy ain't threatening our liberties. All the other don't matter.
This time, vote like your whole world depended on it.
And we are back with the Witch Doctor, Coconut Collector, Hot Sauce.
Oh, man.
Hot Sauce blessing King Peru.
Yo, right here.
Better buy the whole catalog off of Warfare Entertainment, or he's going to curse and hex your whole family.
Yeah, you better cop that right now, all right? Because, yo, we're Warfare, and we here to freaking kill and body everything. You know what I'm saying?
Jesus.
And I'm gonna take your body parts and just decapitate them.
Oh my God!
And
He's gonna decapitate your body.
I'm gonna decapitate you.
While he does all that, I'm gonna be like this.
your
I'm
body
gonna be like,
parts.
yeah, just do that, Peru. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
The drum circle. Everybody from Warfare Entertainment.
Everything's going on behind me. I'm gonna be like this. Like I don't know what's going on, but it's crazy. You know?
He's gonna decapitate your fingers and your toes.
Right. That's it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna murder you.
Jesus. He's gonna murder you today.
I get him murder, I tell you. You know what I'm saying?
Crazy.
Shout out to Mr. Hyde.
So,
yeah, shout out to Mr. Hyde. Shout out to Hyde, man. Yeah,
Hyde,
sure.
shout out to Gore-Tex, Hyde,
So,
PLR.
So DC, who has been so far? Tell us a story about somebody you've produced for that went, I would say, another way than what you would have expected. Maybe a funny story from somebody you made a beat for that, turned into something else. Unless everybody you ever worked with is complete professionals, and God bless them if they were.
No. I mean, there was one guy I worked with. He was from Long Island. He went by the name of Rylan.
Heavy name, Rylan.
Rylan.
What does that mean?
That was his actual first name.
Oh, okay.
It was actually So.
Okay. Shout out Rylan.
Shout out to Rylan. Rylan from Long Island.
Oh, that's why.
Rylan from Long Island.
All right.
So, with that said, we did a track where I did a piano beat, and he let, I believe it was his brother, and I believe his brother's name was Ian. I could be mistaken. I'm gonna go with Ian. And basically, he rapped on the song really well.
Okay.
And he let his brother sing on the hook. He did like one or two bars, but it was like real mellow, but really, really nice. Something that I wouldn't expect. He kind of hit me with. And I was
killed it?
Killed it.
Okay.
Killed it, And I was like, this is a single. You know, why aren't we pushing this as a single? Because you know what we were doing, But
right.
Definitely, my boy Rylan.
Rylan from Long Island and Ian
Rylan,
the European.
my man, Rylan from Long Island.
They killed it.
He did. He really did.
What was the song called?
Pass You By.
Pass You By.
Pass You By.
Kind of like.
It's on SoundCloud. It's on his
like
SoundCloud. It's on his sound. If you look up, look on his SoundCloud. Type in Rylan. RYLAN.
You're gonna have to send me some of these so I can play these on the air, man. We'll get it cleaned up, and you know what I mean? Because I'm definitely.
It was pretty mixed down too, like because he mixed it down himself. I think he touched up on a few things, like as far as vocals and the beat. Nothing over the top. Everything that I.
Have you ever had a situation where you sold someone a beat or gave someone a beat, and the song they made, the content was just something that you just like, yo, what is going on here?
Yeah, I mean, of course. I mean, when you're first making beats and you first sending beats out to people and you're doing business and stuff.
Like did anybody ever like make a song about like cotton candy and monster trucks or
No, actually,
something really weird.
No, the good news, no. Good news, no. I kind of stood within that genre of hip hop that I was always good at.
Okay.
But like I said, every once in a while you might have someone who has a budget, which is doable. You know what I'm saying? Like I used to sell beats for $30 at one point. Just just use it. If you go platinum, win and remember me. So
you've worked in the recording spectrum in that circle. So from experience, I've worked in recording studios, not as an engineer, but from working on my own music and hanging out with engineers, I've sat in on a lot of sessions from other musicians. So a few artists have stuck out. One in particular was a guy who went by the name B Daddy.
Okay.
B Daddy.
B Daddy, and he had a real crazy voice like this. Right. And he lived in Toledo, Ohio, and he would have this thing. He'd always say, he'd go, "It ain't easy being daddy," and real heavy. And it was funny because he was like in his 40s or something. He would come by with like a gang of kids. Yeah. Like bad kids who did drugs and drank and I remember the one kid
something like we did.
The one kid pulled out a black and mild. I'm like, dude, how old are you? 12, 11? What the hell's going on right now? He had a tattoo on his arm. Is that real?
Damn, yo.
But B Daddy was a character, and he kind of was he would hang around the studio and just, I'll never forget, he had his album cover was him taking measuring tape up to a calendar. What? And he was wearing a Hawaiian, Hawaiian shirt, and
that's weird.
Very heavy.
What, Hawaii 5-0?
And his album was kind of cheap sunglasses. Yeah, his album was kind of it was almost like spoken word over jazzy instrumentals. And I wish I had a copy of it to this day, man. But he would always, it ain't easy being daddy.
Yeah.
And he had a whole gang of kids, you know, child support, all this stuff, and he was just a character. You'd always see him
like
at the
ODB,
studio.
original ODB.
Yeah, he was like the white, cracked out ODB
of Toledo.
Yeah.
Yo, shout out to Toledo, man. You know,
shout out to B Daddy.
B Daddy.
I want to put his government name out there. Patrick Wakefield, I believe.
Oh, the government.
Yeah. I'm gonna have him call in one of these days. I would love to hear that voice. I
want to hear
I'll
that
never
voice.
forget. I got a few stories, man, with him. I'll never forget one time. I was taking a run to go get some smoke, you know.
Yeah.
And we go into his building. He used to cut trees. That was his do for a living. He would cut trees with a chainsaw and all that.
Okay, yeah,
right. So we're in the lobby of this building in Toledo, and it's like, I don't know, 12, 1 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
And he's walking into the lobby with the chainsaw, and this young girl's like coming through the lobby.
Oh, Jesus.
And he just starts giggling and like with this horrible grin on, like, yeah. And she like looked like so mortified, like running out the door almost.
No.
And I was like, dude, don't do that, man. Don't do that. It's 1 o'clock at night and you're carrying a chainsaw and you look pretty creepy. Like, don't menacingly grin at her and giggle. Like,
Where's the Toledo chainsaw massacre?
Yeah.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I like
Another
to say.
time, the guy owned the studio. The studio was called SOR Studios, which stood for Sicko Records. So the guy who ran it was this big guy with a beard, really good friend of mine named Jason, probably the best engineer I've ever met. And
right.
He would send us on runs to go get food for the studio for everybody who worked there. He'd always get lunch
That's
for everybody.
dope.
Very nice
I
guy.
like that. I like that. That's something I would do.
So he sends us out one day. He sends me with B Daddy. He got a kick out of making me do things with B Daddy because he knew I would be like, dude, really? He'd like, yeah, you know.
Yeah.
So he sends us right to go get pizza from Marco's Pizza. So if you live in the Midwest, you know Marco's. It's not really good pizza, but there's a ton of them everywhere. They make subs. The subs are better than the pizza, in my opinion. But anyway,
franchise chain.
Right.
True.
So we're on our way to Marco's to pick up some subs and some pizzas, and like the cops get behind us.
Yeah.
And B Daddy's like, listen, if they pull us over, just run. And I'm like, dude, what do you mean? I was like, yo, you don't get your license?
Lacing the Timbs. No.
He was like,
yo, B Daddy, I know how you feel, brother.
He's like, this car isn't exactly mine. I'm like, dude.
I would have ran.
I was like,
I would have been like, yo, high speed chase, baby.
Run.
Let's be on TV.
Ran. I was like, man, I hate you, man. I was like, I'm gonna walk back from Marco's. I ain't driving back in this shit with you. Come on.
I'm running.
Oh man, I know what B Daddy's talking from too. Anyway, because I can tell you stories, yo.
Oh,
my brother.
Everybody knows a B Daddy.
Yeah,
but,
I had a B Daddy in my family.
Yeah.
And he was my brother.
What was the? Oh yeah. So I guess we should probably be a good time to get into our next track, which is by hip hop legend Paris, and it's called "What Would You Do."
Salute to Paris.
Salute to B Daddy.
B Daddy.
We are armed.
What would you do if you knew all the things we knew? Would you stand up for truth? Or would you turn away to? And then what if you saw all of the things that's wrong? Would you stand tall and strong? Or would you turn and walk away? What would you do if you knew all the things we knew? Would you stand up for truth? Or would you turn away too? And then what if you saw all of the things that's wrong? Would you stand tall and strong? Or would you turn and walk?
I see a message from the government. Like every day, I watch it and listen and call them all suckers. They wanted me about Osama or whatever. Picture me buying the scam. I said never. You in tune to a hard truth soldier spitting. I stay committed, gives a to die, I lose commission. It's all a part of fighting devil state mind control. And all about the battle for your body, mind, and soul. And now I'm hoping you don't close your mind so they shape you. Don't forget they made us slaves, gave us AIDS and raped us. Another Bush season mean another war for profit. All in secret so the public never think to stop it. The Illuminati, 666, all connected. Stole the votes, they control the race and take elections. It's the Skull and Bones Freemason Kill Committee. See the dragon getting shittier in every city.
What would you do if you knew all the things we knew? Would you stand up for truth? Or would you turn away too? And then what if you saw all of the things that's wrong? Would you stand tall and strong? Or would you turn and walk away?
Now ask yourself who's the one with the most to gain. On 9/11, motherfuckers couldn't stand his name. Now even niggas waving flags like they lost their mind. Everybody got opinions but don't know the time. Cause America's been took. It's it's plain to see. The oldest trick in the book is making enemy. A phony evil so the government can do its dirt and take away your freedom, lock and load, beat and search. Ain't nothing changed but more colored people locked in prison. These pigs still beat us, but it seems we forgetting. But I remember 4 September how these devils do it. Giuliani, ask Diallo how he doing. We in the streets, holler jail to the thief, follow. Waving flags, bring these dragons to their knees. Oil, blood, money, make these killers ride cold. Suspicious suicide, people dying, never told. It's all a part of playing God, so you think we need them. While being Ashcroft, take away your rights to freedom. Bear witness to the sickness of these dictators. Hope you understand the time, brother, cause it's major.
What would you do if you do all the things we know? Would you stand up for true? Or would you turn away too? And then what if you saw all of the things that's wrong? Would you stand tall and strong? Or would you turn it
So now you asking why my records always come the same. Keep it real, ain't no fillers, motherfucker blinging. Mine eyes see Nagori of the coming of the beast. So every story, every word I'm saying, peace. See, you could witness the Illuminati body count. Don't be surprised, these is devils that I'm talking about. You think a couple thousand lies mean shit to killers? Swear to God, we the ones, ain't no villains. Or any other word they think to demonize a country. Ain't no terror threat unless approval rating slumping. So I'ma say it for the record, we the ones that planned it. Ain't no other country took a part or had their hand in. Just a way to keep you scary so you think you need them. Praising Bush while that killer take away your freedom. How many of us got discovered but ignore the symptoms? Niggas talking loud but ain't nobody saying shit. And with the Fourth Amendment gone, eyes are on the first. That's why I'm spitting cyanide each and every verse. I see the Carlisle group and Harris bank accounts. I see them bleed the fifth each and every section now. And while White Stag burns, see the public buy it. I see the profiling, see the media's compliance. War's good for business, see the vicious make a savior. Hope you understand the time, brother, cause it's major.
What would you do if you knew all the things we know? Would you stand up for truth? Or would you turn away too? And then what if you saw all of the things that's wrong? Would you stand tall and strong? Or would you turn and walk away? What would you do if you knew all the things we know? Would you stand up for truth? Or would you turn away too? And then what if you saw all of the things that's wrong? Would you stand tall and strong? Or would you turn and walk away?
All right, we're back. That was What Would You Do by Paris. Today, our guest again was DC the Savage. I want to say thank you for coming by. King Peru, thank you again.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
Unfortunately, Mandy T could not make it, but I'm sure we'll have her on again in the future.
Yes, definitely.
Maybe we'll have her come by with Versos.
Yeah.
Okay,
That would be cool.
Yeah, for sure.
And if Tommy Bishop ever makes it out here, we'll have him.
Yeah, we'll have Tommy Bishop. You know, I'll get the whole. Well, you know, I know. Hopefully, I think like this spring coming up and in the summer, I got my boy. Salute to Sadiq Supreme. He's from New Mexico. If anyone is from New Mexico, yo, you gotta look him up, yo. I got recommended from him through Mr. Hyde.
All right, cool. So we got him. Thank you guys for coming out. Appreciate it.
Thank you again, man, for having us.
Tell us about this song that we're gonna be going out with. This is our last song. I was present for the video shoot with Real Wolf that was last week in Philadelphia, and that features Apathy of Outer Space and AOTP. So, so tell us who's on the song, who made the beat.
All right, Tommy Bishop. Salute to Tommy Bishop. He made the beat. You know, Death for Kings is the title of the song. We got Planetary on it. He contacted Planetary. We got Planetary. You got AMP. You got me. You got Versos. You know, and DC. You know, we're supposed to come with you too. Like, you know, all of us to be in the video. You got Mandy T did a cameo in the video. Salute to all of them. But it was, you know, he produced a hot beat. And
so DC did the beat.
No.
No.
It was Tommy Bishop.
Tommy Bishop
Tommy
did the
Bishop,
beat.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
Tommy Bishop
Shout out
did
to
the
Tommy
beat.
Bishop. He did that beat.
Tommy Bishop did the beat, and it's King Peru on the track, Versos, AMP, and Planetary.
And Tommy Bishop,
and
too.
Tommy Bishop.
Yeah, he does done. Right.
Tommy Bishop spits on it, and he produced it.
Yes, correct. Yes.
All right, so
correct.
Just want to say thank you guys for coming out. Just so you know, again, you guys are listening to WLGR, Louder Than You Think, LaGuardia Community College, and this is Rap Addict Radio with your host, Phantom Enigma. And we will be back next week, Monday, from 4 to 5 again, with another guest and some more dope hip-hop for your ears.
Yeah.
We out.
One, two. Let's go. Tommy Bishop. This is for the lifers that's locked in cages. We killing all the kings and patrolling the aces. Queens in the kitchen sharpening all the razors. Amazed how that number 2 blazed the pages. Raised to engage while we go through the phases. We run up on y'all like we major lasers. Major league regime strapped with golden gloves. AOTP, them pharaohs posted up. You get torn when it's on, I show the snub. You won't know how cold the ocean was. I hold weight similar to a kingpin. And now blood comes straight out the ink pen. You gon' say when the lights is turned off, life get pitch black, the knives is Kershaw. I heard y'all till your fingers get burned off. Tough all the time and overnight you turn soft.
Check that gold crown. I'm melted pour down your throat. Leave it for dead, sit back and take a royal brooch. I'm no joke, but this Viking will bless you. Pull out the bloody axe, blood eagle my gesture. I left you cooking like a witch, burning on the stake. Now look at you now, you're charred broad. Who wants a piece of steak? There's no mistake, I'm a heathen in this underground. I walk around, hearing sounds, even the devil ducking down. Run around and get shot with ballistas. Cross both through your heart to hear my soul is Avengers. Got tales of non-fiction, horrors and classics. I got satisfaction for rhyming, I leave in my plastic. Glad bags. Have your wife, you looking real sad. Chopped your body up, dropped you off with the sandbag. I mean that when it comes to this warfare, Valhalla production, planetary, we all here.
I'm a fiend for 16s, I have you screaming your dreams. Hideous scenes by a being who does my shit for the cream. Remove your head from your neck, I gotta keep on my rep. Don't you forget that when you step, you're in the presence of death. Have your hemoglobin flowing out in the open for poking at the cage. Your disgrace, hazel toxin that are potent. Don't dare step up, you ain't tough, you fluff. You get cut across the belly, busy your hands with your guts. A headache to paramedics. Even they can forget it, say forget it when it's CAAP was the one who said it. Peace out, no doubt, you disrespect my clout. This ain't about Kumite, knock the blood out your mouth. Get sunned over boom bap drums for fun. Hit back for high, I retire any in the bumping gums. I ain't got no peers, nobody even comes near. Steer clear of this monster that collects human ears. Motherfucker, your mind is we ready to shoot. Coming for the loot, busting you loose. Book of the dead, libre de muerto, que rico en puerto. Army of the pharaohs in mi bolsillo. Listen papito, chopper bonito. Packing hits from the bomb, fried rice, break pollo frito. You think that's your best? Treasure is chest. Mi cuerpo to sex, paddle crazy in death. This water go deeper than lions gonna eat. Who's down to be hustling like 3P? Got my machete deadly, gorilla glue ready. The streets is evil, surrounded by corrupted people. Living illegal, surviving this place, I'm being lethal. No more respect for shooting fair ones. And feeling lucky I dare ones to step up so I can live from off as there was. The body got me on a bear hug. Feel the error when I'm exhaling off the Buddha. Living in the ocean of scuba. Diving with the sharks, matter of fact in the jungle. I'm like a puma hiding in the dark. Watching for the narcs, sparking with the art. I'm like a Picasso when I spark, parting from his heart. To acting shady, a usual suspect like Kevin Spacey. The Mexicano from the early 80s. It's Brooklyn baby, home of the notorious. With warriors, feeling glorious. Turn these so-called cracks into Maury kicks. My gun is so hot that it's looking for the horniest. To get us off on. Once you see bullets, that's an auto. On every ovary I fuck on. The love's gone like jazz on a primo track. I ain't got no one better lashes that Chico's back. Latino rap, my lyrics is like Nino's crack. Your steel's whack, watch how I wrestle speed on track. When it comes to instrumentals, dog, I beat on that. Fat booties, beats on that, yeah.